Good day, viewers, and welcome to Central TV. I am your host, Naledi Senye, and the name of the show is Sitting on the Couch. As we are about to wrap the Heritage Month, today I've invited a phenomenal, beautiful Zulu woman who is coming to share a bit of information of what they are doing in their culture and what heritage means to her as a modern woman. Good day, Sisi. How are you?
I'm well, and how are you?
I'm very well. Can you just tell us who you are and where you're coming from and
I'm Emily Zulu. I'm from Ladysmith, KZN, of course. I'm a Zulu woman. I am a sales executive by profession. Mm-hmm. I sell motor vehicles, commercial and private vehicles. Mm-hmm. When it comes to heritage, it excites me. Mm. Let me just put it like that. I like food. I like a different African food. As you can see, I'm just representing Africa as a whole. I'm not wearing my Zulu attire. I'm just appreciating Africa. Mm. So heritage is very important to me because I want to know where I come from. I want to know what our mothers went through to get to a stage whereby they are married, and how did they get married traditionally. We know about the other white weddings, wear white dress and all that. But when it comes to our own, we want to know deep. How does it start with lobola negotiations and what? Why do they slaughter? You know, it is huge. Mm. And I also like to know what Venda people do, like what Tsonga people do. So and also to know how they cook their food, because I'm a food lover. Mm-hmm. I like food. Yeah. I do like food. So like as Zulus, what I find so different is the way we cook our food, especially the traditional way. Mm-hmm. We put salt only.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, salt only. No onion, spices? Nothing.
Oh.
When they slaughter, and it's men that slaughter most of the time. Mm. Women, they don't slaughter. Mm. And in my surname, like I'm Zulu. So in our family, women, they don't cook the meat. Oh. Yeah, they don't even come close to the pots. Men, they slaughter, and then they cut the meat, not into small pieces, into big chunk of pieces, and then they put it in the big pot. They cook it. Mm. Then they dish it out into esibiza ngesgwembe. That thing, it's made out of wool. It's wood. It's like a tray. Oh, okay. Then they put the meat there. Then they take it inside the house. Then now that's where women come in, and then they take the meat and then they divide it accordingly. Because like you cannot take the head of maybe the goat or the cow and give it to women. Women don't eat that. Oh. No. It's been eaten by men. So you see now. Okay. And the traditional way, there is no cold drink. Oh. Let me just say it. In my family, my father said, when we slaughter and we're doing a traditional ceremony, cold drink, you can keep it in the kitchen for you guys to drink later on. Later. Yes. Okay. So here you're going to drink amahewu or amanzi. Mangaba amahewu wathandi. Amanzi or amahewu. Kuno put. Yes, that pap that looks like rice. That's what they say. Oh, okay. Yes, and then you eat that with the meat, and then when you're done, and then you wait for everyone to finish. You can't just stand because manje when they're so right. Yeah. No, you wait for others, and then we're gonna say the praises, like you said, oh Zulu, Mageba, Mtwana, Siyabonga, and then you put down Lolo Gwembe. And then after that, you are free to go to the kitchen, drink your juice, drink what. Okay. But as for in that round house, and we also have a place where we do that. We cannot just enter in any, maybe in the lounge where there are couches. No, no, no.
Okay.
There is a hut. So isobizwa ngoguqa.
Okay, the one with the grass.
Yes, the one with the grass, but the short one, the round one,
okay.
with the round top. So you get inside. There is no chair. Kuhlalwe emacansini because you respect culture enanamadlozi isintu ake ngithi nje isintu.
Yes.
Uhlala phansi lapha akufakwa ibhruku. Cha. Awungeni kulandlu ufaka ibhruku.
Hayibo.
Ugqoka iroko, uhlonipheke, ungaveza amadolo aphumele ngaphandle athi no, ayifuneki leyo nto le. Uyahlonipha la, ufike udle, uqede, kwenziwe zonke izinto, then after that kuphunywa. Like lezo zinto lezo, we miss them.
So does it mean when I'm staying in a complex, in a double-story house, I cannot hold that kind of ceremony in my house because there's no hut in the background of my yard? Or
You can, that is, you can modernize it in a way, but for you to be able to adjust and modernize it, you need to know how it's done so that you can make adjustments here and there. Because you cannot make adjustments here and there if you don't know how is it done.
Okay, so yes. I understand. What about when somebody's getting married? Is the same tradition being practiced, like men are cooking and all, or no. It's only for this kind of ceremony?
No, when someone is getting married, what I know, because my elder brother got married, I think 10 years ago. So I was there and I observed everything. So when someone is getting married, men, they do slaughter, and then they cut the meat, but the meat is being divided there. There's some elders, like elderly women, who are going to come and say, this meat, you can give it to the ladies to cook as curry. But this one, it needs to go to, whenever, after cooking, kumele le nyama le ihambe iyendlini kaguqa. Siyoyibeka emsamo. And then kudlelwe khona mari le ningayenza ukhari. Yibona abazosho ukuthi yena iyiphi inyama ekumele yenziwe ukhari, iyiphi engamelanga yenziwe ukhari. Like inhloko yamadoda kanye nesifuba sabomama awukwazi ukusenza ukhari. That is a no.
Okay.
Awusenza ukhari.
Wow.
Yes. And then ke omama ke bese bayapheka ke mangabe ke umshado or kwenzakalani or bafuna ukwenza lo khari wabo, but kuhamba kanjalo. Yeah. And nokugqoka into engiyithanda kakhulu ukuthi it's easy, like abantu besilisa abafuna ukushada. It's easy ukuthi ena babona ukuthi hawu lo useyintombi itshitshi leli, lo umakoti lo, because of uma ngabe bazi ukuthi ena umuntu oyitshitshi ugqoka kanjani, umuntu owumakoti ugqoka kanjani. For example, umuntu oshadile ufaka isidwaba. Isdwaba, it's a black skirt, but it's made out of the cow skin. Yes. Okay. Once there is a black skirt, never mind ukuthi na ufake inani wathi wafaka isicholo ekhanda. So you know ukuthi lo umfazi womuntu akadingi ukuthi azafake iring. Awusondeli nje lapho.
Only with that dress. Oh, okay.
Yeah, awusondeli lapho at all. Yes. And then intombi uzozibona ukuthi zifake ingcubula, something that covers here the private parts, but their thighs, because they are still isithini intombi nto or sithi amatshitshi, uzowabona imilenze yawo, but umuntu oseshadile you can't see la ngenhla kwamadolo akhe ngoba kusuke kumboze ini isidwaba and usuke efaka isicholo. Yes. So nami, like when I grew up in a Christian family, but ubaba wenza sure ukuthi ena uma ngabe kunemicimbi ko baba omkhulu or kumele kwenziwe umcimbi wesinto ekhaya, asitshela ukuthi bantu abami ngenza lokho ngoba kuwusiko lwethu. Ngifuna ukuthi nazi, so ungabhekile uthi ayithina yazi thina singamakholwa asiyazi lento futhi asifuni nokuyazi, athi kuyadinga ukuthi uyazi and then uchoose wena ukuthi awuzukuyenza uma usukhulile.
Yeah. You know, looks can be deceiving. You know, as you are sitting here, I did not even think that you can know anything about your culture. I thought maybe you are a Zulu from here, Johannesburg, and you don't know anything. But I'm so encouraged by how you just taught us the different kinds and cultures, and also the ceremonies, how you hold them at your houses and at home. I think maybe we are talking about it in the villages in
Yes.
this regard. I am so inspired and encouraged by what you just taught us and shared with us. And what could be your last message to the woman who, or somebody, let me not say a modern woman, any woman? How can we encourage her in terms of your culture? Look, I'm a Motswana woman. In case I get married to a Zulu man, some Zulu men are perceived as people who are controlling. But when as a Zulu woman, you will understand that this man is not a control freak. This is how they treat us as Zulu women. So it becomes difficult when you are from another ethnic group and maybe you become rebellious to say, I know I cannot guga and do all those things. But when you strike me as somebody who is humble, who can take orders, and I'm just inspired by how you unfolded all these things. So how can we encourage a woman who's looking at you today, at this beautiful woman, Zulu? I'm really running out of words as I'm looking at you, because I don't see culture in you, but the way you just unpacked it, it's amazing.
Okay. What I will say is that Zulu men, they're very easy to please, because you go through a process whereby I remember my mom had to sit me down and tell me that now you have reached a stage of being a woman. Although I'm not married, but I was just entering a stage of being a woman. So you get, I can say that you get taught, or they tell you how to behave now, that you're no longer a child. This is how you behave. And she told me that even when you are about to get married, we're going to sit with you down and then tell you things that men really don't like. For example, I will say to women outside there, when you are addressing, or maybe you're trying to make a point with your men, make it sound as a suggestion. It's more.
Don't tell him.
Yes, don't tell him. Especially Zulu men, they don't like to be told by a woman. But if you bring it as a suggestion, yes, baba, lana bengibona ukuthi angazi uqala ngokuthi baba angazi ukuthi wena ubona kanjani. Kodwa baba mina ngendlela ebengibona ngayo bengicabanga ukuthi kube kanje kanje. Uyabona ukuthi umcabango. Yeah. So although ufuna kube njalo, but uzothi bengicabanga and uzithobe. Abona ukuthi kodwa lo mama Nkosi yami yazi angeke ngikwazi ukuhlukana nalo mama lo, yazi ngendlela angiphatha ngayo. Amadoda anjalo wesiZulu ayathanda ukuhlonishwa, and awathanda umuntu ohlale ekhulumela phezulu, umuntu ohlale sememeza no. Mawuza ukuthi nje angathi uzama ukunyukelwa i-temperature, uthi qhaba amanzi bese uhamba uyokhuluma naye. Kodwa-ke into angayisho nje kafushane ukuthi kubalulekile ukuthi yena before ungena noma ngabe emndenini wamaZulu or wamaTswana nani bakhona ukuthi angithi kukhona lesikhathi ekuthiwa umembeso khona. Ngomembeso kukhona abantu abazokwembesa ngosiko lalapho uyoshadela khona. Labo bantu labo ikhona imvushwana abakuvuthuzela yona ukuthi la senza kanje kanje kanje. Kukhona okucoshayo, awufiki nje uhlaza lapha yana. Yes. So uyalithola usizo before ungena ngaphakathi. Yes, and futhi uma ngabe uziphethe kahle, umuntu ongathanda ukuthi yena ukhulume kakhulu, nomamezala uyakusiza. Kanti-ke uma uzofika usowufika wena usongasafuni nomamezala, kuzoba nzima ke impela ukuthi akusize. So nje into engayisho nje kafushane ukuthi nje mina amasiko ngiyawathanda. Ngithanda into because njengoba ngiyimi manje angazi ukuthi ngizophelela kuphi. Mhlambe ngizophelela eVenda, mhlambe ngizophelela kuBatswana, I don't know. But at least uma ngabe kuukuthi noma ngingazi kahle ukuthi benza kanjani laphayana, but kube khona engikwaziyo okwalapha engivela khona, bazokhona ukungisiza. Ngoba as Africans, I think our culture somewhere here and there we are similar. Because even just the whole of Africa, men, few men like women who talk a lot. Few men like women who challenges them like verbally. Men, they don't like that. That is what I've learned. They don't like it. You can challenge him in any other way, but verbally he finds it disrespectful. And you might even say he doesn't love you anymore, and he does. It's just that the
way
attitude
you are behaving. Wow.
So we just need to change that. And in anything that we do, like business-wise, work, being a mother, the attitude, it's important to me. Yes, because our kids, they learn from us.
Here, I am out of words because, you know, I learned so much from you and from your Zulu culture, because we are behaving differently as Abatswana, Makonga, but you know what I just heard from you, I see a humble woman who, you know, can get married to any man. And you know, the kind of respect that you are just showing me now as I'm talking to you, it really shows me that, yeah, you can stand those ground and be a married woman for many, many years. So thank you for encouraging us and for teaching us all these things about your culture. And I've also, you know, learned a thing or two in what you have been, you know, talking as far as, you know, respecting men and talking in this manner. Because some of the women, not me specifically, but I'm just saying, you know, modern women, because today we are talking to modern women.
Yes.
How do you juggle this thing of being a wife at home, a CEO at work? Do you take the attitude from your workplace and you bring it at home? Then when you get home, when Baba say, hey, I need food, I say, Milan Cartel, I can't do this, I'm also working. You know, so you showed me, you taught me something today, that you can be a CEO at your workplace,
Exactly.
but not at home.
No.
So thank you so much for encouraging women in South Africa to say, humble yourself, itobe. I'm really happy, you know, to meet a phenomenal woman like you. Thank you so much. Until we meet again next time. So I thank you for coming to my show today, sitting on the couch with Naledi Senye. Thank you, my sister.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, that was all from our show today. Until we meet on our Heritage Month next year. But as for now, we'll keep on doing these beautiful things inviting beautiful women to come and share their stories, different stories, not only by culture or, you know, we still have a long way to go. We will invite them again at some point in our show. But for now, that was all from me, Naledi Senye. Until we meet next time, thank you and goodbye.